this to you. It says, inside your head and heart is a chatterbox. Its lies are keeping you from realizing your God-given potential. But what can you do about them? In Crash the Chatterbox, Pastor Stephen Furtick focuses on 4 key areas that are most debilitating. These are the 4 things that will stop you. Write them down. Insecurity, fear, condemnation, and discouragement. Just think, if we could remove those 4 things, where would you be in life? Where would you be in business? He goes on to talk about what great deeds are in danger of remaining undone in your life because of lies that were planted in your past or fears that are looming in your future. Lies from your past, fears looming in your future. My message today: you are the fearless national area. And we must get rid of every seed of doubt right now. You guys, how do you remove doubt? You remove doubt by doing. Write it down. You remove doubt by doing. And in doing, in Mary Kay, you guys, this business is simple, but we just don't do enough of it. Honestly, every last one of you, I don't care if you're a day old, I don't care if you're 20 years old in this business, we all deal with fear. Fear. As I am building South Florida, and I am reinventing my national area because I've never worked South Florida, I'm starting all over. So I'm just like a brand new consultant. Now, as National Sales Director, I get a new free car every 2 years without ever doing a face again in my life. I get to go on a world-class trip every year without ever doing a face in my life. I get to do all what I want to do as a National Sales Director, and I can be done. But I love this business so much, and there's so many amazing lives to be changed. I'm starting all over in South Florida. And so when I start over, I go to the mall just like you, and I warm chatter. I get referrals from parties. I do hold parties, but I'm holding parties for leaders. That's why I hold a party now. Zia Nelson, stand up. Give Zia a big round of applause. She's my consultant. You guys are going to see a lot of her. She's going to be an awesome sales director. I'm going to be a national sales director. But you guys, I met Zia at a mall, warm chattering, you know, and so I'm doing the same thing you guys are doing. We're not asking you guys to do anything that we haven't done before in our business. And you got to just do a lot of it. So, in fear, we must do to not doubt. In fear, we must do to not doubt. And so what is doing? What do you have to do today? What do you have to do tomorrow? What do you have to do in the month of June to the best of your ability to have grand results? Write the top 3 things down that you must do to remove doubt. What is it going to be that's going to propel you to another level? Write these things down, you guys, so you will be clear in what your focus is, what your action is, what your activity is. 3 things, your top 3 things are going to make a difference in the way you move. 3 things, 3 things, 3 things. Because honestly, the best in the business, we still have fear. The best in the business, we still have disappointment. The best in the business, we still have some doubt. Can you imagine driving an $80,000 car, diamonds galore, travel the world? I go into a restaurant. I was in, where was I working? Oh my goodness. I was in Connecticut a couple of weeks ago, working with the DIQ there. I go and I have a lunch by myself, just some planning time. I was in between some big morning session and a night session. And the waitress, I give her my business card. She was sharp. She was managing. She was running everything. I liked the way she was moving. And I offer her my business card. She laughs. Can you believe it? You know I wanted to go off, okay? I was like, and honestly, she chuckled. And I asked, what are you laughing about? Seriously, I wanted to know. You, as a waitress, you're laughing at me, American multimillionaire? But I didn't go there. I just said, what are you laughing at? She said, I just find it funny that people do Mary Kay. And honestly, we had a heart-to-heart conversation. But you know what? I would not have had the courage years ago when someone laughed. My feelings would be hurt. I would run away. I would say, you know, I'd be scared to confront and address. I said, well, what are you laughing about? And then she said, I just find it funny that people do Mary Kay. I said, what do you find funny about it? She said, oh, I just think it's odd, you know, the pink car. And so I just calmed her little self down. I said, you know, my job is to help women like you have a greater vision for yourself. And I find it odd that you would find entrepreneurship weird. How long do you want to make the money you're making? And then tears started rolling down her eyes. You guys, the chuckle was a nervous reaction to power and success. And what you got to know is that many people won't understand what we do and how we do it. And that's why you got to stand tall and be the voice of reason, the voice of power, the voice of clarity, the voice of success. There are women out there who want what you have today. There's a woman who went to bed last night praying on her knees for a different situation. But my friends, if you don't open your mouth and if you don't share with courage, she won't know. And you got to believe, maybe she needs me. Anytime you're about to approach a woman and you get scared, you have to remember, maybe she needs me. Maybe she needs me. Honestly, just think where you were when someone introduced this opportunity for you, to you. They might not have been real confident. They might not have been feeling courageous that day, but they shared. And aren't you glad they did? Because your life is brighter. Your life is bigger. And so we've got to stamp out doubt. We've got to feel the fear and do it anyway. We've got to be better than we've ever thought we could be by the activity that we're doing. And so your 3 things have been written down, what you're going to do differently starting today to bring a different result. So let's talk about that a little bit. Anybody want to share their 3? Anybody want to share their 3? What did you write down? Yes.
I have to be more aggressive about calling. I put it off.
Okay. More aggressive on the phone. That's your number 1. Okay.
More parties.
More appointments. Okay. Yes.
I have to be prepared as I'm talking to people.
Yes, yes, yes. You guys, I want to just deal with that a little bit because the bottom line is phone is your best friend. And $1 Million National Sales Director Joyce Grady, she's retired now. She said, Sabrina, I was a red jacket. And she said, Sabrina, if you want to be a Mary Kay millionaire, the phone needs to be growing out of your ear. And honestly, she said, with us, there's always somebody to talk to, somebody to book, somebody to coach, somebody to talk to about the opportunity. There's somebody to sell something to. And so no longer, if you want a big goal, you guys, you got to give up something to get something. So you got to give up the leisure television time. Honestly, when I was going for a big goal, I did not watch TV at all. Shut it down. It was too much confusion, too much noise. I remember that was when Oprah was big and everybody would be home in the middle of the day. Did you watch Oprah? Did you watch Oprah? My girlfriend called. I said, no, I didn't watch Oprah today. Oprah's at work doing her thing. I got to get to a point where I can do my thing. And so honestly, when I became a national sales director, that was my greatest joy, is to be able to watch Oprah in the middle of the day with the rest of the world. And so I don't know, you guys, honestly, I don't know what drives you, and I don't know what burns inside of you, but I do know that there are some sacrifices that have to be made for a big goal. So get on that phone. Be effective on the phone. Make sure that your communication skills are clear. Communicating with clarity today is a must. And so you got to ask the big questions. You got people out there who owe you money for product. Today is collect day. Okay? And you got to call and say, hey, Susie, you know you got that product. You still owe me so-and-so. When can I come by? Or can you deposit in my account? Or let me run your card. But you have to get your money, you guys. You got a big girl because you got to place big orders. You got to get stuff done tonight. And so we got to clear some stuff out. And so we got to ask for our money. And then there's some people out there who have said yes to the opportunity. And now you haven't been able to find them, okay? That happens, right? Or, you know, they say, I'm waiting on my money to come in. Well, you have to ask the hard questions. Did your money come in? When can we get together? Can I run your card? Today is the day. Today is the day. Work with a sense of urgency. Write that down. When you're communicating with clarity, you must work with a sense of urgency. And ask the big girl questions. You guys, you need honest answers today. You need to call them on the carpet today. You need to not skirt around the issue. You not need to think you're being too forward. More aggressive is good. We call it being pleasantly persistent. I don't know a Mary Kay superstar who did not learn how to communicate with clarity and push with being pleasantly persistent. You know, people say, oh, I don't want to be pushy. Well, you know what? If you don't want to be pushy, you're going to be sitting somewhere on the sidelines for the rest of your life. If Glory would not have pushed me to close that day when she signed me, I would not be in the business today. She closed me. You guys, you got to become captain closers, master closers, queen of closing. That needs to be your affirmation. I'm the queen of closing. I'm the queen of closing. I close roll-up bags. I close team members on the spot. You know, National Sales Director Lisa Allison, she would, AIP, Agreement in Purse. AIP, is that Daisha or Lisa? Somebody. Is that Lisa? AIP, Agreement in Purse. That's what she does, you guys. AIP. She walks around with agreements in purses, and when she goes to an interview, she said, I'm going to a closing, like a real estate agent. I'm going to a closing. And so it's what you talk about is what you bring about. And so, yes, we will work with the greatest sense of urgency. We will communicate with clarity. We will ask the big questions to get us where we need to be. And then holding more. Bottom line is, you do more, you get more. This business is simple, but you guys, we're lazy. We don't want to work. We want it all, and we don't want to work for it. You know, I feel blessed that I grew up with Mary Kay Ash. She was my personal teacher. And she would tell us that, you know what? She was wonderful. She was velvet on the outside, steel on the inside. She was amazing. She would make us laugh and she would make us cry because she was so serious about her business. And I remember meeting Mary Kay, and this was when all new directors would go to Mary Kay's house. And she would meet us. We all got off the bus and she was standing in her doorway. And I shook Mary Kay's hand, and her hands were soft like butter, you guys, so amazingly soft. I said, Mary Kay, your hands are so soft. She said, satin hands. She said, you should try it. That's what she said to me. I will never forget. She had a sense of humor, you guys. That was amazing. But, I mean, she expected us to do the work. Do you know she expected us to hold 10 shows in a week? Come on, we're making a big deal out of a power star. Perfect 10 in a month. She expected us to hold 10 shows a week. Part-time, full-time, anytime. She didn't care. Find your 10 shows in 1 week. And that's why the success was so strong back then. So you guys, what can you do more of to have a different result? Be honest with yourself. Do you think you could do a little more in your business? Of course. A lot more. And I believe that. And we've got to make the pledge today that I'm going to do more to have a different result. And so doing more is more faces. Doing more is communicating greatly. Doing more is more interviews. Doing more is increasing your retail sales per appointment. If you're not banging $100 a face, we're doing something wrong. With this product, give me a break, you guys. Time-wise repair, $200 a pop, and we can't do $600 a week. Honestly, that needs to be the bar. $600 a week minimally. If you're doing $600 a week on a regular basis, stand up, let me see who you are.
Mary Ellen! Where's she at? Come on, Mary Ellen, stand up.
Every week.
Oh, well, you do
Yeah,
it.
because every other week it's 1,000. Stand up,
Stand up, Mary Ellen. Stand up, Mary Ellen. Yes. Stand up, Mary Ellen. Wonderful. Mary Ellen, what's the key to your success?
I've been in business for 21 years.
Okay. You got a great customer base. Okay, that's good. That's it, you guys. But what I'm saying is you can have Mary Ellen's success and be in the business quickly, because now our products, back then, you guys, well, I know when I came in the basic skincare, thank you, Mary Ellen, the basic skincare was $56. That was our skincare, and that's what we sold. Now, your basic skincare is $100 minimum, the Ultimate Miracle Set. You guys, if you're not averaging $100 a face, we're doing something wrong. And so I want you to check yourself and say, I've got to increase my sales. And when you increase your sales, if you're not averaging $100 a face, most of the time it's presentation. Most of the time it's power persuasion. Most of the time it is your confidence level. You're not walking in expecting $100 a face. That's what it is. And so we're going to inspect what we expect. We're going after minimally $100 a face, and we're going after $600 weeks, you guys. Do you know how attractive that is? You don't need them to see your sales director. You don't need to see a pink Cadillac. The only thing you need to do to recruit somebody is show them your weekly accomplishment sheet at $600 a week. Do you know how attractive that is to anybody walking up and down the street? And so I remember, Gloria, when I first came into the business, I had to get them to Gloria. I had to get them to Gloria. I had to get them to the meet. I had to show them her pink Cadillac. I had to get to Gloria. And Gloria finally said, Sabrina, you are more than enough. You are powerful. You are an influencer. You don't have to get them to me. You be the example of excellence for that woman that you meet today. That freed me up, you guys. So we want to give you the power to go out there and make a difference. You don't have to get them to a meeting. You don't have to get them to see a pink Cadillac. How about your weekly accomplishment sheet being the greatest recruiting tool that you have? You have that power. I love seeing all the reds. I mean, honestly, all the reds. This is an amazing number of reds in this room. Give yourself a round of applause for being in red. I love it. I love it. I mean, honestly, when I was saying, is this a red jacket breakfast? But no, it's not. Anybody can come, right?
We had the leaders of our DIQs also join as well.
Okay, so the leaders of the, so all these are DIQs?
Oh, I wish.
Oh, okay.
Many of them are.
Okay, wonderful. But if you're in this room, know that you matter. Know that you're a big doggone deal. Know that you are the pieces. It's like putting a national area together is playing chess. We got to move people here, move people there. We're going to ask more of you than you've seen ever in your life, in your Mary Kay career. When I tell you it's exciting to be a charter member of a national area, because when you put it together to help somebody else, you'll know how to put yours together. And so know that it's a big doggone deal. Know that God put you in this place for a reason. It's not happenstance that you're part of the puzzle. It's not happenstance that you're part of this momentum. It's not happenstance that you are where you are right now. So we need you to perform in a big way. We need you to do your best. We need you to talk to everybody. We need you reaching out to family and friends today like you never have before. I mean, they're going to know that when you leave this meeting, that something happened to you, okay? They're going to see you talk different. They're going to see you walk different. They're going to see you expect differently. And make it happen just like that, because it is a decision. And a decision happens by doing. A decision happens by making up your mind that this is what I require of myself. We were celebrating National North Sharif Borden's daughter had a big grand opening of a brand new hair salon in North Carolina last night. And Nora said she walked into this amazing new salon and she just was overcome with pride. And she said, wow, this is what I instilled to my daughter, this level of entrepreneurship. And she said the salon was so beautiful. And we were talking, I said, isn't that every parent's dream? Is to have their child realize their dream? You guys, what are you dreaming about? What do you deserve to have? What do your children deserve to have? What are you fighting for? What are you willing to fight for? Because I will tell you, dreams don't work unless you do. You know that, right? And nothing comes to sleepers. I mean, honestly, if you're dreaming, you guys, you got to work. You can't just be in the clouds thinking it's just going to fall out of the sky. We have to put some work behind it. But you've already done so much of the work, and so now we're putting the finishing touches. We're going to have more car drivers finish today. More people going into DIQ today. You don't even know that you're sitting here with 2 active people and you're going to be a DIQ tonight. Get excited about that. I believe that, you guys. What are you believing for your dream? What are you believing for your dream? We got to roll our sleeves up. We got to find it. And you know what? You want to find women, not fix them. You want to find the winners on your team. When you're out there and you're trying to fix everybody, you're trying to conquer the world, you're trying to be the church, you're trying to be the psychiatrist, you're trying to be the social worker, you're trying to be all those helpmates to people. The bank? I know that's right. You can't be all of that. You really can't, you guys. So define your description. Define your description and say, this is who I am. I am a business owner. I'm looking for business women. I'm not the social worker. Now, you can refer them to your church. You can refer them to the social worker. You can refer them to your therapist. But when you try to be all things to all people, you are drained. And by the time your workday is over, you're like, whoo, this Mary Kay is hard. Well, it's only hard because of the people that you're attracting. And I will tell you that if you're attracting life suckers, you got to do something differently. Because, you know, there are people who wake up and just say, who can I suck the life out of today? I believe that. And I'm so happy we have caller ID, because if she's that one, I am not picking up the phone that day. My assistant takes that call. Seriously. I mean, really. And until you get an assistant, that voicemail is your assistant. All right? But you guys, it's a choice. And today, and the rest of the month of June, if they're not giving life, they're taking life. And you decide who you're going to spend your time with. You know, they say you can take a horse to a water, but you can't make them drink. Well, you share the opportunity. And always at this level, you know, say, well, how can I motivate them to do this? And how can I motivate them to get this? And how can I get them to place an order? Well, if they're not working, why would they place an order? Okay? If they're not in this culture, if they're not in this beautiful training center, if they're not around you, if they're not willing to come and get trained and juiced up and motivated, well, what are they going to do, you guys? You cannot be motivated unless you're a self-starter. I think about the times when I wanted to just throw my starter kit down the river. And I mean, seriously, there have been those times. I mean, honestly, sometimes when I am inundated with just negative people and all their problems, just the other day, I was right, the beautiful ocean was, I love South Florida, and the ocean was right there. And I said, if I wasn't smart, I'd drive this pink Cadillac right to the blue water, okay? I mean, really, guys, people will take you there if you allow them to. And so you got to decide today who you're going to spend your time with. I call them balcony people. Leave the basement people alone. People will drain you, they'll suck you dry, so you got to decide who you're going to spend your time with. I do know that there are powerful people out there who want what we have. You all look amazing. You look like Mary Kay would want you to look. You are professional, you are classy, you are wonderful. And so you recruit at your level and above. You guys get that? I'm not saying prejudge, but doggone it, I am saying be wise of who you're working with. I love Mary Kay Ash because she said, you know what? In Mary Kay, we get to choose who we work with. Why would you go recruit somebody who wrote you 5 bad checks? Why would you recruit somebody who's lied to you about stuff before over and over again? Because Mary Kay Ash always said that we recruit who we're going to sleep with. Because you will end up sleeping with your teammates at some point. Whether it's career conference, whether it's seminar, you are going to sleep with these women. So if you don't like these women, if you can't trust these women, why would you recruit these women? All right? And so, what are we looking for, you guys? We're looking for ambitious, winning women. Write it down, AWWs. AWWs, that's who we're looking for, AWWs. Ambitious, winning women. Ambitious, AWW. And you know what your director is going to say? When you talk about your new recruit, when you talk about who you're prospecting, she's going to ask you, is she an AWW? And you got to call and say, I got an AWW. Oh, we're excited about the AWWs, ambitious, winning women. So give me a list, you guys. When we're out there talking to people today, because you're going to talk to family members today, you're going to talk to old classmates, you're going to talk to people at the gym that you've been scared to talk to. You're going to remember that woman at church. She sits in the same row every Sunday, but you've been scared to talk to her. You're going to find out her name today, and you're going to call her. Today. You're not going to wait till tomorrow at church. You're going to find out who she is, and you're going to call her today. And honestly, the conversation could be something like this. Hi, Clara. This is so-and-so, the Mary Kay lady at church. I've seen you. We've never had a conversation. I know you might think I'm kind of crazy, but we've got a big promotion going on, and I think you'd be awesome. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? I'd love to spend 10 minutes talking about the opportunity. Then you show her a video, you get her on a hotline, you get your director to talk to her, or you talk to her. Whatever you got to do, you need to get to that woman today. Stop procrastinating. Today is the day. Write it down. Today, not tomorrow. TNT. Today, not tomorrow. TNT. The time is now. Open your mouth. You know, they say a closed mouth does not get fed. So you got to open your mouth. 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 Everybody, open your mouth. Let me see your mouth open. Okay. And if you're scared to talk, I promise you, if you walk around with your mouth open, somebody's going to be like, what's wrong? I promise you. You guys, I used to be so terrified, so dang on scared of warm chattering. That was the hardest skill set that I learned in Mary Kay was warm chattering. Glory took me out time and time again. Take me out, take me out. I've always been social. I've always been able to talk to anybody about anything. But it's just something about Mary Kay would not fall out of my mouth. And when I'm telling you, when I mean, Glory would say, Sabrina, just talk. You tell them you do Mary Kay. I would get up to a woman, I get this close to her, and then I turn around. Okay? And then I realized that honestly, if I just hurry up and say it, then it's done. It's done. And I think about this, you guys, that you just got to do it to get over your fears. The best way to get over a fear is just do it. Stop thinking about it. Just do it. Just do it. And so, honestly, today, walk around with your mouth open. They're going to be like, excuse me, are you okay? Say, I got to give you my business card. I was waiting for you to ask. And they love that, you guys. Have fun with people. Have fun with people. And especially the scary ladies. NSC Tammy Craig talks about the scary ladies. You know, the scary ladies are those who think they look like they got it all together. I mean, put together from head to toe. Mary Kay Ash said sometimes they're vogue on the outside, vague on the inside. Okay? And so you got to talk to the scary ladies. Stop thinking, oh, she has it all together, or she would never want Mary Kay. You know what? That's your level of self-esteem. If you think that this woman could not use Mary Kay, you don't know what a woman's going through. You don't know what she needs. It's not about what she looks like. It's like what she's feeling. Because honestly, the looks can be deceiving. When Gloria recruited me, she said, Sabrina, I thought, you acted like she said, my nose is in the air. I was a broke snob. That's what I was. I mean, honestly, my nose is in the air. You know, I was driving a South SPG. I was working full-time at one of the largest newspapers in the country. I had my own business. And so when she approached me, I was like, oh, no, thank you. You know, doing those sales, no, thank you. And she said, I had no idea you were so broke because of my image. You know, of my image. But you know, you never know unless you ask. And so now, of course, Gloria Mayfield Banks, we're the best of friends. She was in my wedding. We go way, way back. She's seen my children grow up. We just married her son a couple of weeks ago off. And she said, Sabrina, you know I love you, and I know she loves me. You guys, just last year, in her career, you guys, she's earned over $1 million. Is that my phone? Okay. Gloria Mayfield Banks has earned over $1 million off of me and my business alone. So you know she loves me, okay? She loves me. But I feel good that she can be paid that kind of money. Don't worry about it. It's okay, fine. I'm sure it's a kid. I had 3 teenagers, it's a kid, I'm sure. So you guys wonder, where am I? Where am I? They're just waiting, where are you, Mom? And so just think about this, you guys. I am grateful to pay Gloria Mayfield Banks $1 million. I want to pay her $10 million before I retire because she's imparted so much to me and my family. The dreams, you guys. What are you dreaming for yourself and your children? My children, well-adjusted, well-established. My 19-year-old spent her official senior year in Italy. When we travel, guess what? The children want to travel. My husband's traveled all over the world as an Olympic athlete, but he says, babe, we didn't travel like Mary Kay travels us. What a difference, what a difference. I have a 10th grader and an 8th grader. My 8th grader brought home a big trophy yesterday. He made all A's through middle school. In elementary, he brought home a big trophy. He made all A's through elementary school. His name is Quincy, and he's never made a B in his life, going into the 9th grade. I want to think that that's because I've been a stay-at-home mom with an executive income. I've been involved very much so in the PTAs. I've been involved in the field trips. I've been very active. I feel blessed. There is no price, you guys, when you can be at home with your children and making that difference. What children want more than anything is time. It's not money, it's time. And so now my daughter, when I could pay her college education for a year, 1 month's paycheck, I feel so blessed. She got an academic full ride scholarship for a university. So guess what? We can do something else with that money. And then my 10th grader, you guys, he's so excited. He's always been an AB student. This semester he got all A's, trying to keep up with his sister and his little brother. And he came to Florida, amazing athlete. He was just profiled in the Miami, what's the Miami newspaper? Herald. Yes. And he is at Cardinal Gibbons High School in Fort Lauderdale and doing amazing academically, and came to this state just getting adjusted and became the #2 wrestler in the state in his weight class. You guys, they are my biggest joys. They are my reason that I get up excited, go to bed excited. What are you most excited about? This dream that you're chasing, it's other people's dreams are connected to your dream. You're not just doing this for you. You got a legacy. You're going to put a brick in the wall. You got to see your brick in that big monument in Mary Kay Cosmetics headquarters. Do you know that if you become a sales director by, is it the beginning of September or end of September?
End of September.
End of September. You got time, you guys. Your name is going to go on a brick wall where everybody in the universe, your grandkids can go see for years after you're long gone. Your brick will be there with your name on it. You're important. We're looking for leaders. When I tell you Mary Kay Ash, the company, We want leaders right now. This is the time. The floodgates are open for leaders. I understand, Mary Kay. I know when the advertising dollars go one way, that's what they want. They want sales directors right now. I will tell you, once they get what they want, they will shift the direction somewhere else. Now is your time to become a sales director. There's no greater time than now. I know you might not know if you can lead. You might not believe you can lead. I'm telling you, if you're sitting in this room under this kind of leadership, you have what you need to become a sales director. Why would you be a consultant when you can triple your income as a sales director, doing pretty much the same kind of work that you do as a consultant? Why would you not be driving a free car when they're giving them away every day? Why? Why, you guys? 13 years, my husband and I figured it up, over $240,000 in car expenses since I've been with Mary Kay. Car note, insurance, titles, all that stuff, repairs, over $240,000 that we have not had to spend. You know, your transportation is your second largest living expense. Why would you be driving a raggedy car when you can be driving a new car? How about that? Okay? Oh my goodness, it's hot in South Florida this time of the year. If your air conditioner is not working, that's too bad, you guys. You need to be having a new car with Mary Kay. So today, I want you to walk out with clarity. I want you to believe bigger than you've ever believed. I want you to believe that God has anointed and appointed on your life that you've never seen before. But you guys, you got to believe it. Leave those naysayers alone. You know, there's a lot of haters out there. They don't want to see you successful. And so we're going to shake the haters off. Go ahead, shake them off. Shake the haters off. Because they everywhere. Shake them off, y'all. They everywhere. So, we're going to do this and do it big, aren't we? Yes. Any questions? We got 2 minutes for questions, answers. Ask me anything. And we're going to get out of here. Any questions about moving forward right now in the biggest, most powerful way you know how? Questions? Okay, so I must have done a doggone good job. No questions? Comments? Yes.
An affirmation. How about that?
What'd you say?
An affirmation. How about that?
Affirmation. You know, affirmation. Is that what you do?
Affirmation for you. Yes. Like I have an affirmation.
Okay, great. I take that. I welcome that. Wonderful. Wonderful.
I just want to speak on behalf of all the consultants and the Red Jackets and the EAQs that we are so thankful for your time, so thankful for your wisdom, and it was totally God divine appointment that you're here speaking to us.
Yes.
And at a time that we're so close, and
Yes.
Christine was like so excited when she announced it, and
Yes.
you know that excitement's been translated to us, and we're so grateful for your time. So thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you got to believe that your time is now, you guys. Any other questions before we close? Okay, let's stand, and we're going to close with my powerful affirmation. And this came to me, Christine, when I was in NIQ. We don't have NIQ anymore, but it's kind of like what you guys are in. And I just didn't know where it was coming from. It was like my last month. And God, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. God said, be still. And I just started writing. He gave me these words. And so this is my affirmation. So repeat after me. I own my power.
I own my power.
My power belongs to me.
My power belongs to me.
Nobody will take my power.
Nobody will take my power.
I will become what I believe.
I will become what I believe.
My thoughts control my actions.
My thoughts control my actions.
My belief is big enough.
My belief is big enough.
Therefore, the facts don't matter.
Therefore, the facts don't matter.
My best days are ahead.
My best days are ahead.
I've made the choice to change.
I've made the choice to change.
Change my work habits.
Change my work habits.
Change my attitude.
Change my attitude.
Therefore, change in my bank account.
Therefore, change in my bank
When
account.
I change,
When I change,
everything around me changes.
everything around me changes.
Watch out, world.
Watch out, world.
We are becoming
We are becoming
a national area.
a national area.
Right now.